So let's count what is pronoun and what is noun. So if you have more information, you can write it down in comments and others. So here I'm going to discuss pronouns and a state of. Pronouns and a state of. So what does an state of? It means, and a noun means name. So we can say that pronouns means in a state of noun. So let me guys explain you that what for we use a pronoun and why we need a pronoun. Here, whenever you want to speak in front of the people, so you need to people and they should listen to you. So it belongs to your speaking. So if you speak well, so people listen to you. If you don't speak well, so people will ignore you. So listen here. Why we use a pronoun? Hello. Today I'm gonna talk about an important issue. For example, and I repeatedly say the name of Afghanistan. For example, I say that Afghanistan is a beautiful country. Afghanistan has 34 provinces. Afghanistan has 364 districts. So read the word Afghanistan, and I'm sure it will be a little for you and also for the listeners. So if you want to make your speak beautiful and nice, so let's come use pronoun. Here, for the first time I use Afghanistan. For example, I say that Afghanistan is a nice country, right? So here we use noun. Why we use noun? Because we use noun to introduce our topic, what we are talking about it. So here we talk about Afghanistan. Afghanistan is a nice country. So guys, here how the pronouns come in use in a state of noun. Here Afghanistan we have a pronoun which is it. So we use it has. It has 34 provinces. It has 34 provinces. So listen guys, here it comes in use in a state of Afghanistan. Let me give you another example. For example, I talk about Ali. Do you know guys? Ali. Or for example, I talk about Peter. So here I need a pronoun. If I talk about Peter, for example, Peter is an intelligent student. Peter goes to school every day. Peter speaks 3 languages. So it will be a little boring for you that we are using Peter repeatedly. So the listeners might get bored. So here we should use, instead of Peter, we should use pronoun. So what is the pronoun for Peter? Here instead of Peter we use he, because Peter is a male, it's not female. So we use Peter is a good student. He goes to school every day. He goes to school every day. If you talk more about Peter, so don't use name, because you have already used the Peter name at the first of the sentences. So here we use a pronoun. He goes to school, he plays cricket, he watches TV, he always studies his lessons, he always learns his lessons. So here we use, instead of Peter, we use he. Let me give you another example. Here, for example, we select a female name. For example, Lisa, right? Lisa is a good girl. Lisa is a good girl. So here only we use the name for the introduction of a person. So Lisa is a good girl. After that, we should use a pronoun if you want to make your speak nice. For example, she. For female, we use she, because here is male and we use he. For female, we use she. For example, she is a good girl. She always trains her lessons. She always comes to the class on time. She tries a lot. She respects her mother, her parents. So here we use a pronoun instead of Lisa. Let me, guys, here we have different kinds of pronoun. Yeah. For example, in some books, you know better that we have 10 kinds of pronoun, but in some books there is 9 kinds of pronouns, but in some books there are 11 kinds of pronoun. But today I am going to explain you 9 kinds of pronoun. For more information, you can follow me more, and also I will give you more information. So the first we have 9 kinds of pronoun. So the first kind of pronoun it is a personal pronoun. Do you know, guys? Personal pronoun. Personal pronoun. Here is a question that what are the personal pronouns and how does it use and what form we use. Now you don't know that what are the personal pronouns. So today I'm going to show you that what are the personal or we use it. Listen, guys. For the first, we need to define the personal pronouns. Personal pronouns are those which are used in a state of person, place, things. So personal pronouns always use in prevents from the repetition of a noun in the sentence. It means they are used in the state of person, place, and things. So let me. What are the personal pronouns that they are used in a state of person, place, or things? So they are. We have 14 personal pronouns. Someone may ask you, what are the personal pronouns? So you should say we have 14 personal pronouns. I, yeah, and a singular for yourself. I, you, right? There is the second. You and we, they, he, she, it. So these are personal pronouns. So it is only 7 here we have, but we said we have 14. What are the others? So here we have me. You is as the same. You. It can be as a subject pronoun and it can be as object pronouns. I'll explain you later. We, us is also personal pronoun. They, we change they into them. He changes into him. And also she changes into her. And it also it is the same like you. It. There is no difference. So how many personal pronouns? Sure, we sure here pronouns. So at the first in the definition we said that personal pronouns they are used instead of person, place, things. So here's a question: how we use it instead of person, place, and things. So I will give you an example. For example, we say here, Ali is my best friend. Ali is my best friend. Yeah, Ali is my best friend. So, how does the personal pronouns come in use instead of noun? So, here he. Did you see he? He is a personal pronoun. So, he comes in use instead of this person. Who is person? Ali is a person. So, he is my best friend. He is my best friend. So here personal pronouns came and it is used instead of a person. We said it is used instead of things. How it is used instead of things? For example, I say that pen is working very well. Pen is working very well. Yeah, here pen is a thing and it is noun, but personal pronouns come and use instead of this thing. What do we use instead of pen? You might have in your mind something. For example, we use it. Let me erase this sentence here. Instead of pen, we use it. It is working very well. It is working very well. So personal pronouns can and it is used instead of pen. So how does it use instead of places? For example, we talk about Lagman province. For example, one of the green provinces of Afghanistan, if you want. Yeah, okay, Lagman is a good province. Lagman is a good province. Yeah, Lagman is a good province. So Lagman is already a place with us, so personal pronouns come and use instead of this place. It is. Here instead of Lagman, we use it. It is a nice province. It is a nice parent. So this is the personal pronouns that it is used instead of noun. Lesson, guys. After this we have more lessons about pronouns. For example, I'm going to explain you that personal pronouns are divided into two parts. How many parts? Personal pronouns are divided into two parts. So the first one is subject pronoun. What? Subject, pro means pronoun, subject pronoun, and the second is object, object pronoun. Yeah, it is object pronoun. So these are the subject pronouns. These sevens become subject pronoun, and these sevens become object pronoun. By and by, I'm going to explain you the next step that how do we use the subject pronouns and how do we use the object pronouns. So these were the kinds of personal pronouns. At the first, we discussed how the word pronoun is taken from which word, how pronouns come and use instead of noun, and also we divide the pronoun. We studied we have 9 kinds of pronoun, and also the first one is personal pronouns. Personal pronouns we studied we have 14, and after we studied that we have divided the personal pronouns into two parts: subject pronoun and object pronoun. By and by, the next day we are going to discuss on the types and kinds of person. Okay, stop.
Thank you.